Well, hello, and welcome back to Cozy Couch Corner for another episode of Tea and Tarot. Cheers. Did it again. It's a bit hot. It's all right if I sip it, and I don't do it. I go and take a great big gulp, and at which point I go, oh, that's slightly hotter than I was expecting. Never mind. Sip it, sip it. Oh, I've been waiting for that. Oh, I hope I can speak. I've chomped on the inside of my cheek again. I don't know if I did that eating my dinner or whether I did that last night. I suppose I only noticed it after lunch, so I probably did it then. I tend to do that. I also can do that in my sleep and chomp on my tongue, which is not fun at all. One time I was dreaming that I was eating something. I think it was like a burger or something, and it wasn't. It was my tongue. That was, yeah. And I chomped down really hard, and it was my tongue, and I woke up. Oh, it was horrible. Yep. So with that weirdness, oh, managed to get my laundry done today and out on the line. I was going to do it anyway because it's backing up now. It's piling up. And this was the first day it said it was going to be dry. At least yesterday the forecast did, and then today the forecast wasn't quite so good. But I'd already made the commitment to myself that I was going to do it anyway. I just thought, oh well, if it doesn't work out, I'll have to dry it on an area in front of the fire in here, old school. But it wasn't great first thing this morning. But by the time the washing machine had finished, there were breaks in the cloud and blue sky and bits of sunshine, and then it completely cleared, and it was like a picture frame. There was blue was the picture, and then it was framed by clouds on four sides. So we had some brilliant sunshine and some brilliant blue sky, and a couple of things were dry, but it does take longer this time of year. It's very humid. And I don't know if this part of Wales, or there is a part of Wales, I'm pretty sure it's around Snowdonia, and they don't call it that now, they call it by the Welsh name, and I can't remember if it was Eru or something else. Anyway, it's a rainforest. And if you tell people that Wales is a rainforest, even if they live in Wales, they don't believe you. But it has to do with the amount of rainfall per year, because you think the rainforest is like in the Amazon or something. No, we got one here, which explains a lot. There's high humidity, so it had gone down a bit. I think it was down to 70 something. It had been at 80 and 90 before. So there's a chance of a bit of drying. And like I said, a couple of things got dry, but it's not quick dry. And I may still end up having to dry stuff in here by the end of the day. I'll see how it goes. But I did get out, got a bit of sunshine. Sheep were in the backfield. So with the cows, so I've seen both of them. The crows have been out. Crows have been on the line again, on the telephone line. Not at the minute, but I've seen them around. I've seen the magpies. They've a different call to the crows, and I can't remember how it goes now. But usually when I hear it, I know it's the magpie, and the crows sort of caw. And I think the magpie have two notes. Can't remember, but I know it when I hear it. And the neighbour's cats were round. I don't usually see them together. I usually see them separate, and I'm not surprised because one walked past t'other one hissed at it, and I thought, and they live together, and they're hissing at each other. Well, only one of them did. So anyway, I've had a lot of black cat crossing my path today, so plenty of good luck, eh? Mind you, it were probably scared, that one, because that were the more timid one. Because it jumped back from me, even though I was just trying to get in my house. I wasn't trying to go for poor cat. But yeah, I think that's the more timid one. So maybe it was hissing out of fear more than sort of aggression. I know we're gearing up for the tarot. because my temperature's going up already. I don't think it's done that all day, even with tea. Oh, blimey. I deliberately put a plain jumper on now, so I don't have to worry about logos and getting into trouble for advertising, because I don't know. I haven't got into trouble yet. Oh no, I shouldn't have touched it. It was fine. It was fine, and now I've made it look weird. Right, it doesn't do a lot anyway. I have baby fine hair, and it very rarely does what you want it to do. In fact, it just doesn't want to do anything. It just wants to go basically, and just be very, very slippy. Hair slides slide out. It's ridiculous. I had to get extra grippy things on them. Oh, I didn't get my cards out. I do the tarot. Hasn't had an opportunity. Hadn't had an opportunity to slide one off the top because I didn't even take them out of the box. I forgot. Never mind. We'll do it. We'll do it the usual way then and see what happens. Ooh. Getting bigger energy than sometimes when we've done it. Right, big energy. Okay. What message do you have for us for Thursday, the 23rd of October, 2025, please? Okay. Let's see where we get to. I'll take it note. Well, it doesn't help. It's not going to part in the middle, is it? If I'm tilting it all over the wrong way. Some stuck out and it wasn't them. So, right. Okay, we're having that one. No, we're not having that one. We're having the one behind it. We're having it that way up. We're having it that way up. No. Having it that way up. The tower. The tower. Could be big, could be small. Oh, it's not making it really glary bright. Yesterday the cards came out glary bright and you couldn't see them properly or read them from your end. Right, so the tower. Usually sudden change. Could be big, could be small. It's a group of people, so do I want this one? Taking this card? Yep. We take. Somebody wants me to take this card. One behind it. Do lots of cards now, won't we? This one. Okay. We're not going to take all of them, are we? No, we're not going to take. We can't have all of them. This one as well. This one, but not that one. This one. Okay. Got tower, which is usually sudden change. Then this way up. The Fool. Upright. I'm pretty sure we had that yesterday. I'm having another swig of tea. So there's another 2 cards yet. And I have no idea what it is yet. We've got, are we having it this way up? Right. King of Coins. And the 9 of Swords. Okay. I sort of got an inkling. We're not starting with this one. Which one do we start? Okay. Self-fulfilling. Okay, what was that? The 9 of Swords, self-fulfilling prophecy. Where are we putting our focus, our attention, our time, our energy, what are we spending it on? It's very difficult when things are going wrong, isn't it? To get stuck focused on all the things that are wrong. In fact, that's quite easy to do, actually, especially when you're in a frustrating place of not being able to get things sorted out or addressed. But we want to be focusing on the positive things. We want to be focusing on the things that we want, really. And I know we all fall off that wagon. And sometimes you just have to deal with the crud, don't you? And the negative stuff, you just have to deal with it. But it's just reminding us to get back on what are our goals, what do we want, what are the positive things in our life, what do we want more of. King of Coins. Ooh, why did I hold that? Weird. Are we struggling to hold on to things? Yeah. Normally I read that as we're carrying the weight of the world on our back, and I'm getting a yes for that as well. And we're struggling to hold on to it. So we're going to delegate. Some things we have to delegate. How you delegate if you're entirely on your own? I have no idea. But yeah, get helping. Yeah. Some of you are carrying too much. And it's wearing you down. And you're struggling. I was going to... No, I'm going to say it. You're struggling to keep all your balls in the air. Which made me laugh when I thought that, I tell you. I was in juggling. But it's like some of us have got too much, dealing with too much, and it's weighing us down, and we're struggling to keep up with everything, to keep on top of everything. And gonna have to delegate, let things go. Sometimes we just have to let things go, don't we? I remember when I was really ill and I had a lot of responsibilities, clubs I was running and a whole lot of other stuff. And I just had to let go of all my responsibilities because I couldn't be there. I couldn't do it anymore. I had to stop and go and get treatment and recover, etc., etc. I just couldn't do it. So yeah, sometimes we just have to let go of what's weighing you down. And if what's weighing you down is going back to the Nine of Swords, if what's weighing you down is all the negative thoughts, I mean, sometimes it's practical things, isn't it? But sometimes it's also it's mental load, isn't it? It's the worries and the stresses, and sometimes the catastrophizing and the negativity, depending on what's going on in your head. And that's what we need to get rid of. We need to focus on what do we want, and what's positive, and what have we got that we want more of. For me, right now, I would say it's clouding over, but I would say sunshine and blue skies and good laundry days. But it could be anything. It's just not getting caught up in and weighed down with things. Pardon me. Some readers will tell you that was a confirmation burp, and I might adopt that practice. And then we got the Fool. So that's the start of a new journey. I'm pretty sure that yesterday we weren't starting a new journey. I can't remember. Anyway, so we're having the start of a new journey, are we? And the start of something new, a new way of being. Well, if we're unloading our burdens, yeah, that's probably right. And we're refocusing, then that is the beginning of something new, isn't it? If we're not already doing that. And to be fair, if you're anything like me, we all need reminding. I definitely need reminding, because I can go down that slippery slope of getting sucked into the problems and the catastrophizing and the stories and the negativity and the anxiety and the stress. And it's oh yes, hang on, take a step back. and regroup. Right, so anything else for that? No. What are we getting from this then? So all that kind of, though, all that kind of goes together, and then we've got the tower. I've got we're landing on our feet, which it isn't in the card, but I've got we're landing on our feet. I've asked what's happening and I get a shrug. But then it's a group of people, isn't it? So, ooh, I'm gonna get comfy. I'm getting comfy. Big or small? It could be big or small. Yeah, I was just trying to see, because if it was all big for us, or it was all small for us, or all medium for us, no, it's going to be different. So, is sudden change? Is a sudden change that? Okay, so the sudden change is, so it's internal and it's about us flipping our perspective. Maybe we might get some help. Okay, we're getting some help with that. But it's flipping our perspective and focusing on the things that we want and the positive things that we want, the positive things in our life, things we want more of, our goals, stuff like that. So it's a mental shift we're making. So the sudden change is a sudden mental shift. So know that you are supported in that, and apparently we can do that. We could do that. I was going to say instantly. We can do that instantly. I don't know. I don't know how we stay there in that shift, but we can. Yeah, we can. So there we are then.